Get ready for the future because Elon Musk is dropping some serious truth bombs about what work will actually look like in the age of artificial intelligence. Musk is calling it universal high income, suggesting that with AI and robotics, everyone could become rich, and he says work will just become a hobby. We dive deep into this vision of abundance and what it means for everyone.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at Bill Gates and his take on this AI revolution. Gates believes that while AI will solve many physical tasks, humans will reserve some work for themselves, opening the door for massive shifts like a 2 or 3 day work week. Find out what Gates predicts about how AI will reshape our daily routines. Now it's time for Sam Altman. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has unveiled a wild vision of a world with universal extreme wealth and a universal basic wealth system where society shares the profits of AI advancements. But is this utopian dream realistic, or is there a catch to this shared upside? We break down Altman's latest thoughts on wealth distribution. Finally, we look at the real estate side of the AI boom with Sam Altman. We investigate the sudden delisting of his $49 million Hawaii compound and the mounting scrutiny surrounding his personal life and OpenAI's aggressive spending. Don't miss this final segment to see how the AI race is impacting the elite. Stay tuned right here. A seismic shift in the future of work is being debated among leading figures in artificial intelligence, suggesting a world where traditional employment may become obsolete. Discussions among titans like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Sam Altman, and Jensen Huang are painting a picture of universal high income and radical abundance, moving beyond simple job displacement to envision entirely new societal structures. Elon Musk posits a future where AI and robotics could render work a luxury, leading to universal prosperity. He stated that in this scenario, there would be no poverty, eliminating the need for traditional saving, and suggesting that work could transform into a hobby or a game, describing the resulting world as kind of sounds like heaven. Bill Gates focuses on the impact on labor structure, suggesting that AI will solve fundamental problems in production, such as manufacturing and food growth, potentially enabling drastic reductions in working hours, like a 2 or 3 day work week. Sam Altman has explored ambitious wealth distribution models, initially advocating for a world with universal extreme wealth, coupled with a universal basic income, UBI, funded by shared profits from AI advancements. He theorized a system where society holds an ownership share in AI-generated output. However, Altman later moderated this view, suggesting that a fixed cash payment like UBI may not capture the essence of what is needed for the next phase of societal alignment. Jensen Huang offers a more measured perspective, viewing the outcome as a middle ground. He argues that the concept of abundance stemming from AI should not be solely monetary. Instead, he points to the existing abundance of information as a precedent, emphasizing that too many variables exist to make a definitive prediction about the future. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei emphasizes the philosophical shift required. He questions whether work must retain its central role, suggesting that the future involves finding meaning outside of economic survival, potentially mirroring Keynes's theories on reduced working hours. Finally, Google DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis envisions a future of radical abundance, stressing that the critical challenge lies not in creation, but in equitable distribution. He believes that achieving this abundance could usher in an era of unprecedented global progress, provided the wealth distribution mechanisms are managed effectively. A legal and ethical battle is intensifying in Silicon Valley, as Elon Musk has initiated a lawsuit against Sam Altman, stemming from a strained partnership that has become a public feud. The core of the dispute centers on the founding principles of OpenAI, specifically Musk's claim that Altman breached the mission to benefit all of humanity by restructuring the company to be for-profit. Musk argues that the rapid development of AI technology has diverged from its intended purpose, serving as a tool for societal improvement, leading instead to negative externalities affecting the environment, society, and individuals. The report delves into the broader implications of this conflict, questioning why collective action, such as boycotting, often fails to gain traction despite evidence of AI's detrimental impacts. Citing Scott Galloway, the founder of the Resist and Unsubscribe movement, the article posits that non-participation is a radical act in a capitalist society. It analyzes successful boycotts, noting that they do not always require quantifiable profit loss, but rather can spark national conversations and inspire reform. Critics of OpenAI's direction point to concrete issues, including the massive energy and water consumption of data centers that disproportionately harm rural, low-income communities, as well as the lack of substantive action against the use of AI in immigration enforcement and concerning security risks. The piece raises a critical question regarding public apathy, suggesting that the accessibility of information on AI's negative effects is undermined by societal reliance on convenience and feelings of helplessness. The author advocates for a shift in response, suggesting that instead of passive consumption, individuals should seek out ethical alternatives, such as Anthropic's Claude, AI, or simply utilizing conventional research methods. The article concludes with a call to action, urging readers to actively push back against corporate corruption by consciously choosing alternatives over supporting unprincipled corporations, asserting that collective power can be wielded to effect meaningful change. Sam Altman has highlighted a significant shift at OpenAI, signaling that the company is moving beyond simple code completion toward developing autonomous AI agents. This development is underscored by two key observations: the increased autonomy of Codex and the emergence of the term goblin, which has become a strategic, albeit humorous, shorthand for these evolving models. Codex is transforming from a mere assistant that writes code into a tool capable of receiving tasks, organizing them, executing the steps, and delivering a usable final result. This evolution is central to OpenAI's long-term strategy, aiming to create agents that can actively perform work rather than just respond to prompts. Altman illustrated this shift by noting instances where he launched a Codex task and later found the work completed, suggesting a transition from direct execution to delegated task management. In software development, the value proposition is shifting. The gain is no longer just in faster coding, but in freeing up human developers to act as supervisors, arbiters, and correctors, managing parallel requests. This strategic pivot redefines OpenAI's competitive landscape. The focus is broadening beyond traditional chatbots to compete directly with rivals like Anthropic and Google in the domain of work agents, tools that accomplish tasks rather than just providing answers. The term goblin is not an official model name, but has gained traction through internal model behaviors, where some models began adopting metaphors related to goblins and gremlins. This phenomenon reveals how subtle stylistic biases can amplify and become entrenched in AI output. While this can be amusing in casual conversation, it poses a serious challenge for professional tools, where an autonomous AI must be both useful and predictable. OpenAI's current promise centers on the concept of agents, AI systems that can understand a complex request, devise a multi-step plan, utilize various tools, verify their own work, and deliver a clear outcome. Codex is positioned as a core component in this agentic narrative, fundamentally changing team workflows. However, this autonomy introduces a critical challenge: the visibility of deviation. The more an AI acts independently, the more its errors or unpredictable decisions become apparent, demanding rigorous consistency, traceability, and verifiable results from users and businesses. Raw power is insufficient. Companies require reliability. Altman's communication style, including phrases like describing a model as an autistic genius, highlights the inherent risk in creating attention-grabbing language that might obscure the core technical message. The tension lies between creating memorable, viral attention and maintaining the necessary professional consistency. The ultimate test for OpenAI will be its ability to bridge the gap between demonstration and reliable, real-world use, proving that advanced technical progress can support a stable economic model amidst mounting infrastructure costs for increasingly powerful models. Sam Altman has quietly delisted his $49 million beachfront estate in Kailua Kona, Hawaii, marking a significant real estate move amidst growing public scrutiny surrounding his personal life and security. The sprawling, nearly 22-acre property, previously owned by Paul Allen, had been listed for 9 months before disappearing from the market. Altman acquired the estate in an off-market deal in 2021, and it recently served as the backdrop for his private wedding ceremony in early 2024. The Hawaii compound reflects the immense wealth generated by the AI boom, featuring extensive amenities including 10 bedrooms, 11.5 bathrooms, a private marina with a man-made beach, sports courts, and advanced security systems. Property taxes for the estate were reported to top $631,000 in 2025 alone, highlighting the substantial financial footprint Altman has established. This delisting occurs as Altman navigates a period of heightened controversy. In April, his San Francisco property in Russian Hill was the scene of 2 separate, violent incidents. The first involved an attack where a Molotov cocktail was thrown at the home and threats were made at the headquarters, leading to police investigations and the arrest of Daniel Alejandro Mornogama, who faced charges including attempted murder and arson. Just 2 days later, police responded to reports of possible gunfire near the residence, resulting in the recovery of 3 firearms. Beyond security concerns, Altman remains embroiled in a legal dispute with his sister, Annie Altman, who has filed a renewed lawsuit alleging childhood sexual abuse, claims which Altman denies while countersuing for defamation. Furthermore, industry critics, including Mark Cuban, have voiced concerns over OpenAI's aggressive spending strategy, warning that the rapid investment and shifting focus in the AI race could jeopardize trust in the company's leadership. Altman's real estate portfolio continues to expand, including a multi-home compound in San Francisco and a 950-acre Napa ranch.